Welcome back everyone. Just gonna do another video on the training process of the young birds. If I can manage to close this door. There we go. So unfortunately the other grizzle hasn't returned yet. I got no idea where he's at. But yeah, he dropped inside that tree right there. The first time we let him out, and this will mark the third time, I believe, maybe the fourth, but I think it's the third. So yeah, haven't actually fed them today, just so it'll make me a little bit more easy to get them inside again. Don't get me wrong, the last time wasn't bad. You'll always have some young birds that don't want to go inside, so let's take a look inside. Oh yeah, I still need to open this up fully, like this. And then this one as well. Yeah, I don't think that's the little sibling. I have actually been using these, even though they're pretty high up. They'll fly on it, as you can see by the droppings. Looks like some of them are making it outside. Yeah, I'll just use this little stick right here to open some of these up. If it works that way, 3 will do. Might want to place that up a little bit. Oh, by the looks of it, by the sounds of it I should say, someone just took off. Nothing too major yet. That's a grizzle sitting on there, but that's a darker one. Let's just move up here. That's the blue bar with the white head. I believe it's the one from the blue bar in the top loft. Oh, there's actually one flying right there. Didn't even notice. He's actually not flying too bad. It's one of the red bars. There's another one, that's a blue bar. Still flying. They're actually making quite decent circles right now. That one still got a little bit of a weird flying manner, but that one's actually pulling really nicely. Flying in a decent, yeah, almost effortless, I should say. And the red bar as well. I don't know where they are now. Oh, there's the blue bar. Yeah, the red bar is actually flying really well. I don't know what that one was. That's another one. Oh, that's the one with the white flights. Just some guys coming outside now. I don't get why the one sitting in the middle with the white flight right there, he was actually the first one out the other day and was flying really nicely, but he didn't actually come out the second time. I don't know why. There one goes with a lot of white flights. Here he is again. He's actually flying really nice as well. Some of these you'll see are more experienced flyers. They get it more naturally than others right off the start. And yes, the wind does play a part because he's flying downwind now, so he doesn't have to push against the wind as much. So that does help as well. He's actually flying really well. Here he comes again, really playing in the wind, getting quite a lot of speed. Might be the best one flying I've seen. Yeah, he's gonna land in the trees, I think. Oh no, there he is again. He's gonna drop. Nope. Yeah, he's gonna drop in the tree. Nope. Guess not. That's really nicely done. Nice little landing as well. Quite surprised about that. There's the other grizzle coming out now that we still have left. And that's not a good sound. That's a helicopter somewhere. Let's hope they don't get too scared. They're looking at it. I had this happen to me last year as well, like a really big plane passed over really low and they all got scared and flew up. And they didn't come back for like half an hour, half of them, so I was thinking we'd lose a lot, but only lost like 4 or 5 maybe, something like that, out of like 50. Here's one taking a little training flight. That's a grizzle actually. That's a darker grizzle. Yeah, there he sits. And then that's a blue bar. Another one. Oh no, that might be the same one. I'm not quite sure. Flying awfully low. They have hit that cable before, but it has to be there because we use the electricity in the tractor stables and stuff, so we do need it. We thought of putting it underground, but then when you dig something it might break and hit the cable and break, so oh, there it goes, the other grizzle. Don't end up doing the same like your brother or sister. I think the other one, he just went outside for the first time and took straight off. Did do some circles, but then ended up landing in a tree. That's not the best thing to do when you're just coming out for the first time, so yeah. So as you can see, quite a few have managed to find their way outside. There's a small little grizzle. Quite a few were actually darting around just now. Not really making the big circles like the ones in the beginning. But that doesn't mean they won't be good flyers or good racers, I should say. They'll just fly from that loft to that loft. And maybe if they're really daring, they'll fly up there. But they usually will just dart around a little bit like that. So I did actually see the neighboring pigeon fancier having his pigeons out as well. I don't know. No, you can't see that far, but it's just in that tree line right there. Actually, that's Raymond Keulemans, if any of you know him. Quite a good bird on 200k. Has been Federation champion multiple times. Yeah, it's actually getting quite windy. I didn't let them outside yesterday because I thought it was a little bit too windy. So you'll have a little bit more chance of losing a bird, but it's a little bit less windy today, so I decided why not. Should give them a bath one of these days. Haven't had any falcons or hawks pass over just yet this year. Do have some bigger birds flying over the forest right there, but they won't harm pigeons. They're looking for rabbits and stuff like that, so this is a small little dropper bird. He doesn't necessarily have to come outside. It's better for them to stay inside, so we can train him to fly straight to the landing board. I'm really liking the way that Grizzle's turning out color wise. I don't really like them to be that light. I like the little bit darker ones. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I like the little bit darker ones because they look like that guy right there. That's probably my favorite type of grizzle. Or maybe a little bit darker even. But that's my color right there. So a little sneak peek at some of their kids. Looks like we're in luck with this guy right there. The other one will turn out to be a little bit darker, but yeah, stay tuned for the update video on the second round. I think we'll have a grizzle out of him this round. Hopefully it'll be a cockbird, so we haven't had too many grizzle cockbirds out of him. Yeah, I'll get back to you when something else happens. So I just got most of them inside. There's still one sitting on top and one sitting there. They came inside pretty good for the third or fourth time, so quite pleased with that. So yeah, there's nothing as far as I can see. There may be one in the tree somewhere, but once he'll drop down, he'll know where to go. I will leave this open like that. They have to get used to the little rails to get inside. They usually like going through the hole a little bit more. So yeah, let's try and pressure her a little bit. Yeah, there she goes. I'll leave open one like that, so it's a little bit more clear. So yeah, Hope you guys enjoyed this little training video. Making quite decent progress with the young bird, so yeah. So as always, thanks for watching and have a nice day. So I actually wasn't wrong. That's the guy I saw as well. I think it's the darker one with white flights, but he'll drop in the tree, unfortunately. I'm not sure. Oh no, there he is. Right on the pad as well. Yeah, I think I'll just try calling them in right now. They've been outside not too long, but they're not making any progress anymore. So I'll just grab some feed and try and get them inside. Go, 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 go. Go, go. Let me just get a bit. I usually don't like throwing feed in the aviary, but when they're young, as long as they know to come inside of the loft, it's fine for me. So we got a few inside, not too many. I'll just close the other gates. Close this up as well. There we go. Still some sitting. Close this up so they can go outside again. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. I'll throw a little bit on the pad. Where are they still coming from? There's still one. Actually, not too bad. A little bit better than the other day. Probably because they're a little bit more hungry now. What's he looking at? Oh, there's a plane. Yeah, it's way up. So let me just try and get those attention. Yeah, I'll need my two hands for this, so